afternoon to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports. We're live this afternoon from the 102nd Winchester Invitational Tournament for the second session of 4 games, featuring first of all the number 2 seeded West Central Cougars against the Payson Seymour Indians, who check in as the number 10 seed alongside Damon Emmerich and Jack Hull. I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports, where you can watch all the action from the 102nd Winchester Invitational Tournament live on your smartphone, TV, computer, or other viewing device. Glad you're with us this afternoon. We'll get a recap of what's happened so far today and talk more about this matchup between the Cougars and the Indians. It all comes your way on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
Hey, Abe. Hey, George. You know what? We love beer!
This election year, be sure to make the correct decision and vote jerseys. Over the last 4 years, we have helped put more money back in your pocket with our daily drink specials and incredible food deals. We have also made steaks great again with our partnership with GJY Beef Company. So when you are making your next dinner decision, make it Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, Illinois.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
This is Colt Mixer from Mixer Lumber Company in Clayton, Illinois. We have been selling grain bins for over 40 years. Our company provides years of experience, service, and quality products you can count on. GSI Grain Bins are a trusted company and are now offering their winter discounts. This is the time of year to order your new GSI grain bin. Mixer Lumber Company, where we treat people the way you want to be treated. Give us a call at 217-894-6412.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The first 4 games have gone as scheduled, as number 1 Route beat number 9 Griggsville Perry 42-35. Number 8 Triopia over number 16 Western 60-26. Number 4 Calhoun defeated number 12 Carlinville 62-46, and number 5 Porta AC Central over number 13 North Green 45-23. Here we have number 2 West Central versus number 10 Payson Seymour. 5:30 game, number 7 Brown County versus number 15 Pleasant Hill. At 7 o'clock, we'll see Greenfield Northwestern, the 3 seed, taking on 11th seeded Carrollton, and what might be a matchup to really watch. And then at 8:30, it's number 6 Liberty and number 14 Camp Point Central to round out day 1. But the West Central Cougars getting ready to take the floor at their home gymnasium. They are the reigning Class 1A state champions. They're also the reigning champions of the Winchester Invitational Tournament. And, you know, Damon, even though this Cougar team lost a lot from the team that won the state championship, Ryan Seasting's squad, 12-4, a lot to like about the season so far.
Yeah, they had the loss there early in the season to Brown County in the championship of the Beardstown tournament, and since then they've come out and, you know, really had to look to establish new scorers, new go-to guys, and Coach Seasting has been able to get his squad to kind of turn their, not really even turn their season around, but just find who they need to go to and really start to become the team that people expected them to be. They had a lot of loss from that season last year and just had to find a way to adapt and overcome.
Jack, when the bracket came out, if you were Ryan Seasting, you couldn't have been overly excited that you drew Payson Seymour. This is a team that is 7-8 on the year, but a pretty dangerous squad on any given night.
You better guard Barker. You better guard Swartz. You better guard Sparks, because they can all hit the three. And if they get hot, they can really burn you. And you know, if you look at West Central, a couple of things you got to be proud of is the growth of a kid like Caden Myers. I mean, he has really added a lot to this team that I never thought he would have the ability to do. And, you know, as we talk to people, they go, well, what about Camp Point Central's football? I said, good programs keep reloading time after time, don't they, Damon? I mean, the good coaches, they just kept right on going no matter what the talent level was. They just kept forming new talent.
Well, I think one of the key words you said there, Jack, was program. And that's not just at the varsity level. It's not just at the JV level. It starts at the youth level. And that's implementing the system that you want to run and laying out the expectations from an early age. And that's what we're seeing with these key programs. It's not necessarily how many games you play in the summer, how much AAU ball you get to play. It's more so you've got to lay the groundwork early on. And patience is a virtue here as well, because you have to be able to dictate what you want to do, but it's not an overnight change when you're trying to adapt to the way that the game is played today, but also when you're trying to set the expectations for what you want to be and what you want to become.
When you look in the stands and you see the little kids looking up to those big kids that want to be the next step, girls and guys both, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things that I've talked about with some of the area coaches this year is the talent level is there, but one thing you don't see as much anymore as when I was growing up watching guys, you don't see kids watch as much basketball these days. They play a ton of basketball. They play a whole lot more than we ever thought about playing, but they don't watch as much basketball. And I think part of it is because when they're at a game every night of the week during the summer, or they're playing 60, 70, 80 games throughout the year, the last thing they want to do when they're home is watch basketball. And I think that's what you're seeing. The skill level is there, but sometimes the understanding of the game is what needs the most development.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Both teams out on the court warming up in preparation for this matchup between Payson Seymour and West Central. We'll step aside to hear from some of the sponsors. Happy to bring this game to you this afternoon on Central Illinois Sports. Back after this.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. West Central, always tough when you meet the Cougars here in the Winchester Invitational Tournament. It's obviously a huge advantage to play in your own gymnasium, but it seems like, Jack, that this program always has a little extra boost because this tournament's a big deal.
Have a boost, but I also think that they have a lot of pressure on them when they play in this tournament. You know, when you lose that first round game you're supposed to win, and they've had that happen a few times, that really takes its toll. And I think you saw the whole coaching staff, really focused, but a little nervous about how the kids are going to play.
This Payson Seymour squad with Tyler Dushinsky, they've had some ups and downs. They were beating Calhoun fairly soundly the other night, and then Calhoun scored 30 points, I believe, in the fourth quarter and came back and won that game. And, I saw a tweet that he put out for the program, and he said, we've got to be better for our community. And Damon, I think people kind of forget just how important to small communities like a Winchester, a Bluffs, a Payson, a Griggsville, a lot of the type of communities that are in this tournament, how important these high school athletics really are.
Yeah, it's extremely important, and fans are coming out and they're spending their money to get into the games. They're also spending the money to be sponsors of the area, and it's important for your kids to come out. You can't always control the outcome of the game. You can't control how well you shoot or turnovers or anything like that. But one thing that you can control as athletes is your effort out on the floor and your attitude. And that's just something as a coach that there are nights that's going to be the biggest struggle that you have, and it's how you respond from that. And one thing about Tyler Dushinsky is he has high expectations for his kids, but he also holds himself to a high level of expectation as well.
One of the nice things about this tournament, in my opinion, if you're Ryan Seasting, is, he and Brady Slagle and his assistant coaches, they do things for the tournament, but they're not running the tournament. There's other people that take care of that so they can really concentrate on the game, and I think that's big because, they're trying to get 4 games under their belt and try to win a tournament championship as well.
Yeah, the head coach, the last thing he wants to be doing is being upstairs running the hospitality room, making sure there's food there, making sure that the teams that are here are being well taken care of. And this thing runs like a well-oiled machine here, and it allows for Ryan Seasting and his squad to be able to sit back and scout for upcoming games. It allows for his players, they can get out of here. As much as they may want to be here watching games all day long here on Saturday, that's the last thing Coach Seasting wants his squad to do, is to be here all day and just be out of the routine that they're accustomed to on game day.
In this afternoon, evening session, I think this game has potential to be a good contest. I think Brown County and Pleasant Hill will be more of a competitive game than I think some people who haven't seen Pleasant Hill play this year would realize. Pleasant Hill is a team that has kids that are athletes, and they're going to be competitive in that contest if they can handle that Brown County pressure. That Greenfield, Northwestern, and Carrollton game, quite honestly, could be a slobber knocker as it is when those two get together. And I don't think Liberty and Camp Point Central will be a bad game. And I think we're in for 4 really competitive basketball games.
Yeah, that Greenfield, Northwestern, Carrollton game, I think a lot of folks have circled on the schedule here. They've circled that on the bracket since it came out. Look for it to be very competitive, just like we saw in the first game of the tournament here today, where Griggsville Perry gave Rout all that they wanted. Griggsville Perry really had the opportunity to win that, just couldn't get some of the plays when they needed to, had some untimely turnovers, but that was a young Griggsville Perry squad that played the Rout Rockets very tough. But kudos to the Rockets, as they didn't have their best game, but good teams find a way to win when it matters most, and that's exactly what the Rockets did in Game 1.
We'll step aside here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the farm and home supply starting lineup. Stay with us on Central Illinois Sports.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
9 million Americans suffer from...
Life is full of bad surprises, like interrupted broadcasts, or you get a flat tire.
I got the inflator. I'm on my way.
Maybe your dog chews up your boots.
This is a chew toy. This is not.
Or you run out of toilet paper.
It's coming through.
Or you hit a deer. But not every surprise is bad, like being able to find everything you need in one place. Your local Farm and Home Supply.
No other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our Farm and Home Supply starting lineups for you here on Central Illinois Sports. Hey, it's the Winchester tournament, so you know that probably means there's going to be some more winter weather come up this week. So make sure to get to your local Farm and Home Supply and stock up with the ice melt, get you a new snow shovel, some warm gloves, a hat, maybe a nice Carhartt jacket, and more at Farm and Home Supply, and always online at farmandhomesupply.com. The Payson Seymour Indians, Tyler Dushinsky, their head coach, 7-8 on the season. They'll start at a guard. He's a 5'10 senior Lane Barker. At a second guard is the 6'1 senior Blake Schwartz, and the third guard is the 6'1 senior Brody Deeker. At a forward, it's Nolan Sparks, the 6'1 junior, and at the other forward, the 6'2 senior Nicholas Boone. Boone, Sparks, Schwartz, Deeker, and Barker for Payson Seymour. For the West Central Cougars, Ryan Seesing's squad, 12-4 on the season. They'll start at a guard. He's a 5'9 senior Cameron Sievers. At a second guard, the 5'11 junior Nick Hamilton. And Riker Ford starts at the third guard spot. He is a 6-foot junior. At a forward, he is a 6'2 senior Carson Brown. And at the other forward, the 6'3 senior Caden Meyer. Meyer, Brown, Ford, Hamilton, and Sievers for West Central. That's a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. We tip it off between West Central and Payson Seymour at the Winchester Invitational Tournament after this.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2021 Ford Escape has 102,352 miles, is all-wheel drive, has leather interior, a lane departure warning system, and forward collision system. It is priced to sell at $19,250. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Just about ready for tip-off here at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium as the West Central Cougars and Payson Seymour Indians getting ready to square off.
They don't introduce the starters in the first round games. They'll do that next week, so that's why we've got those out of the way on the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Damon, good to have you alongside. Good to have Charlie alongside, because I tried to do play-by-play again, and it's different than it used to be.
West Central in the home white uniforms with the black numbers and silver trim, while Payson Seymour in the blues with the white numbers and lettering here this afternoon. Whatever time of the day it is, and no matter where you're viewing from, we're certainly glad you have joined us on Central Illinois Sports. Deeker will jump into center for Payson Seymour against Hamilton from West Central. Sit back and enjoy high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports. Tip is up and controlled by the Cougars as Brown will run it down to the backcourt, give it off to Sievers, and the most colorful shoes in the tournament, Cam Sievers, as he brings it into the front court for West Central. Forward on the right side, he's a returning all-tournament player for this team. Here's the ball tipped now at the foot race for it, and Barker will win that race into the front court. To Schwartz, leaves it off to Barker on the right wing. Out of Sparks, and they'll get set up in the half court against the West Central man-to-man defense. Schwartz comes off the screen, fires a three. It's no good, but they'll say that they moved into him, didn't give him a place to land, and Schwartz will shoot 3 shots.
Nick Hamilton picked up the first foul of the ball game behind the arc. Schwartz to the free throw line, no score in the ball game at the 7:29 mark of the first quarter on the Ridgeline scoreboard. First by Schwartz is up and good.
Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC, if you're looking to buy or sell property, looking for a new home, looking for some land, give the folks at Ridgeline Sales Group a call, 217-285-5800, or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
The scout worked out pretty good on the steal to get the turnover, and Schwartz now 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's a 2-0 ball game. 1, 2, 3 in a row.
He's one of those kids I think could stand at the free throw line for a long time without too many misses. 3-0, Payson Seymour with the early advantage. Meyer into the front court for the Cougars, leaves it off to Sievers near the sideline. Shot clock in action here, but it really hasn't been a huge factor today. Here's Ford for a three, no good. Rebound batted all the way out front to Hamilton, and West Central the second chance opportunity. Sievers to Hamilton, thought about the three, and they'll say he traveled. Just took a step forward, and he did.
Yep, he did. He took that double step that a lot of kids do. A lot of kids jump before they shoot the three and travel and get called for it, and they're always shocked.
I don't jump at all. I stay on the ground. It's much safer.
No phone books are thin enough for me.
We don't make phone books anymore, Jack, so it'll be tough. Here's Schwartz in the backcourt as he tries to shovel it forward. He's held by Hamilton, and already his early second foul.
Hamilton 2 fouls. He'll sit down. Sidwell into the game for the first time. That's Blake Sidwell, correct?
Blaine, the 6-foot sophomore. Watched him nearly kill Justin Poore in a coach pitch game one time when he was about 6.
Long arms, works hard.
Line drive to the chest. Right side with it is Sparks. To Barker, lets it fly from downtown. Left-hander no good. Sidwell has the rebound for West Central. Takes it to Ford into the front court, feeds the post in Meyer. Back out to Riker Ford. 3-0 Payson Seymour here in the early going of this contest, and a steal by Sparks. He'll take the dribble drive into the front court, leave it off to Barker, and one as he gets it to fall. And Payson Seymour off to a good start.
I think Brown's going to pick up that foul, if I'm not mistaken. Carson Brown will be called for his first, third team foul. Another free throw to be shot, and it's already, should be 5-0. The lefty, Lane Barker. Free throw up and good. That's one thing Payson does really well.
6-0 Seymour High Indians. 6:16 to play in the first.
3 turnovers on West Central and 3 fouls early.
Ford to the basketball, gives it to Sidwell on the wing against the zone defense of Payson Seymour.
That 1-2-2 causes a lot of people trouble.
Sievers with it, caught in the corner, dribbles and has the ball knocked away, stolen away. Turnover number 4 already by the Cougars. Deeker into the front court, bounce pass to Sparks. He drives in, might have got away with steps, but gets the shot to go and makes it an 8-0 Payson Seymour lead. Indians looking well out of the gates. Timeout on the court on the Adams Fiber timeout. 5:49 to play in the first. It's 8-0 Payson Seymour. Timeout taken by the West Central Cougars as they found themselves down 8-0 here. 5:49 to play in the first quarter. Payson Seymour turning the Cougar turnovers into baskets at the other end. Sievers with it to Sidwell. Ford back to Sievers in the front court just in the nick of time. Aggressive on the wings is Payson Seymour defensively. Here's Sidwell out top Ford. Reverses to Sievers. High post to Brown. He's already used the dribble. Leaves it to Sidwell in the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Sievers for a 3. Top of the key, back iron, no good. Brown will run down the offensive rebound, though. Splits the double team with the dribble. Now is tied up by Deeker. And the alternating possession arrow favors Payson Seymour. Turnover number 5 by the Cougars with that alternating possession arrow. 8-0 Indians, and they're on the attack here. Ball into the front court. Schwartz will go run it down to Barker. And out by the logo for Sparks. Barker, left side, Deeker. They've got 4 guys on the court that can shoot the 3. That makes them really dangerous. And Deeker's now going to get a good look from the wing. No good. Sievers with the rebound for West Central. Into the front court finds Ford for a 3 off the iron. Rebound Brody Deeker. Tyler Dushinsky says, let's go, get it down the floor. Barker gets it to Boone on his first touch of the contest. Out top, Deeker. Looks to the bench for the play call. Sparks. Left side, Barker, 3. Goes begging. And the rebound to Caden Meyer. So 3-pointers have not been the friend for Payson Seymour so far, but they're getting some good looks.
0 for 3 from there.
I would say better looks than West Central would like to be giving up here, knowing how dangerous Payson can be if they catch fire. Brown with the basketball at the high post to Sidwell. He'll drive on the baseline, kick to the wing. Ford, extra pass out top, Seaver. Seaver's a little floater from the free throw line, no good. Rebound tapped out, pulled down by Brown. His putback is up and good. And he'll have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Brown's second offensive board of the day. That goes against Deeker, their first foul of the game. 8-2 ball game. Into the game for the first time comes Dalton Phillips, and he'll set Deeker down. Carson Brown, the senior. Seems like he's been around for a long time, doesn't it? The young man puts it up, and it's good.
He's a good player for this team. Very solid. Carson Clevenger has checked in for West Central. They like Clevenger off the bench, the 5'9 junior. Now a foul as Boone goes into the boards.
Meyer's going to pick up the foul. His first team fourth. 3:42 in this.
4 fouls already. As into the contest for West Central, Zach Howard, the 6'2 senior, as Meyer takes a chair.
Howard had been fighting some wrist injuries, so he's back hopefully to full strength.
Sparks with the basketball for Payson Seymour. They lead 8-3. Here in the first quarter of this matchup. Schwartz to Barker. Barker on the pull-up. Tough one. Can't get it to go. Rebound Boone with the board and put back up and in.
The big points.
Boone's a big, strong man. Not the most finesse of the basketball players you're going to see, but he works hard. Here's a ball knocked loose for a moment. Run down by the Cougars as Clevenger gets it to Brown. Back to Clevenger for a three, no good. Boone another board. Gets it to Schwartz. Referee helped save the ball in bounds that time, it looked like. Here's a pull-up by Barker, three, no good. Rebound, though, run down by Phillips. He'll throw a pass now that is just a little bit into the backcourt, and that'll be an over and back.
First turnover against Payson Seymour. That new young man in the game, and Dalton Phillips just panicked just a little bit there.
Threw that ball, and it looked like it had helium in it as far as it flew away.
10-3, Payson with the lead, 2:52 left first quarter. Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard.
Cougars looking for a solid offensive possession here. Sidwell with it on the wing, gets it to Brown. Back in the corner, Clevenger's three is blocked. Rebound down to Ford, has it poked away and out of bounds. It'll stay with West Central on the baseline. Payson is really aggressive on the wings, doubling when they get the ball there.
Yeah, they've had good movement on the defensive end and on the offensive end. Payson Seymour has to be pleased so far with the first 5 minutes and 21 seconds of this contest.
Jordan Martin has checked into the game for Payson Seymour.
Clevenger comes in for West Central, kind of has ice in his veins.
Here's a three by Sidwell. It was also blocked. Rebound down to Brown. He'll put it up, won't go. Howard with the rebound, put back on the spin and gets it in. Makes it a 10-5 score on his first bucket of the ball game on a third chance opportunity that time for West Central. Into the front court, Deeker with the basketball. Off to Schwartz. West Central getting up and guarding a little harder on this end in their own right. Sparks with it, close to 5. Leaves it off to Schwartz for a three, rattles it home. Blake Schwartz with the tray to make a 13-5 Indian. 2 minutes to play in the first.
8-0 ties the biggest lead.
Sidwell with it. We got it. Here's Brown on the nice pick and roll action. That's something West Central does really well, is gets him in that action. He's tough to stop. Gets to the free throw line a lot, and he'll shoot 2 more here.
Deeker picks up his second foul. That'll put Boone right back in the game. He's got a good sweat on already.
Same.
13-5 the score. First one is up, in and out, no good.
Tim Waters and Waters Concrete. They offer quality concrete for your new builds, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Carson Brown, who has 3 points on the night, make it 4 now with the free throw.
First point of the contest for West Central that didn't come via a second chance point.
Brown sits down as Meyer is back in. 7-point ball game with 1:45 to play in the first. Schwartz out of a double team, or a triple team if you count Ryan Seasting on the backside. Martin out to Schwartz. You got to get on him when he's in the front court, basically, because he's not afraid to let it fly.
Got good height. He can shoot that three over the top of you.
Sparks with it out front. 10 seconds on the shot clock to Schwartz. Looking in the paint, not open here. Now to Sparks with 5. Right side, Martin. We'll get it to Sparks. Straight on 3 ball is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Sparks to make it 16-6. A 10-point lead is the biggest of the ball game for the Seymour High Indians. They've kept this big West Central crowd pretty quiet so far. Here's Ford on a dribble drive. Shot no good. Rebound, a battle for it. Ford gets it back. Kicks it out. Stolen away by Sparks. He's 1-on-2 into the front court, and Cam Sievers is going to foul him, and that'll end up being 2 shots as it's the 5th team foul.
Sievers picks up his first 15 foul. Free throws for Sparks. Is that right?
Yep, Nolan Sparks.
4 for 4 from the free throw line is this squad. Sparks has 5 points on the night. First time to Cherry Stripe. 16-6 is the Payson lead. First one is up and good.
Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield are open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight. Always a good time with great food and good friends at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Sparks tied for the scoring lead individually with 6 points with Swartz. Second one is up, and now he leads it. He's got 7.
Payson looks locked in here in the early going. 55 seconds to play in the first, and they have a 12-point lead. Sievers with it out top. Has picked up the dribble. Works it to Clevenger. In the middle to Howard. In and out back to Ford for a 3. No good. Boone with his 3rd board. Outlet pass to Sparks, and with 37 seconds to play in the quarter, Payson Seymour could run most of the time off the clock if they wanted to here. Into the contest is Connor Howell for the Indians. They've got pretty deep into their bench here in the first quarter.
Clevenger hawking Swartz here as he tries to get open.
Swartz will get it between the circles with 11 on the shot clock. Dribble drive in. Shot up is no good, but fouled. He'll head to the charity stripe. Payson Seymour making a living there.
You keep putting them to charity stripe and they'll burn you. Foul on the play is by Ford. 2 shots for Blake Swartz. 6 on the night. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. 18-6, the 12-point biggest lead of the night. And he makes another one.
The Pike County Express, or a local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County and the surrounding area since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Payson perfect from the free throw line, 8 for 8.
20-6. Indians, big lead. 10 seconds in the court. Meyer with it into the front court. Throws it to Tyler Dushinsky, and he was open. Not a shooter as I remember it, though.
7th turnover. Well, he played for Q&D, so I try to forget that.
Heck of a defender right there, though. Gets the interception.
You want Swartz with this ball in his hands, right?
We'll come pester him a bit. With 5 seconds, he'll bring it toward the front court. Schwartz will stop and pop a 3. It's no good. Rebound loose, and Sievers grabs it as the buzzer sounds, but Payson Seymour off to a hot start, 20-6. They lead West Central after 1.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you're looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
After a quarter, 26, the lead for Payson Seymour over West Central, Jack, and Payson Seymour thinking about an upset here.
West Central's turned it over 7 times. They're 4 for 11, 36%, 1 of 6 from the arc, 17%, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Payson's 5 of 11, 45%, 2 of 7 from the arc, 28%, and they've been better than that at times, but they're 8 for 8 from the free throw line. You know, those Payson kids shoot good free throws.
West Central basketball to start the second quarter. Meyer, Brown, Sidwell, Sievers, and Ford to start this period for West Central. High post to get it to Meyer. He'll attack there and is fouled on the floor by Barker.
Barker will pick up the foul. One of the things you got to be careful about is you've already got 2 fouls on Brody Deeker, but that's just the 3rd foul called on their team in the ball game.
Out of bounds underneath for West Central. They need to do more of that, though. Get that ball to the high post in the middle of that zone.
And you got to have good ball movement to open up that middle of the zone. The Cougars did on that possession.
Brown drives the baseline. Underneath, throws it out top to Sievers. Gets his feet set, lets it fly. No good. Boone with another board, his 4th. Sparks, Boone, Schwartz, Barker, and Howell to start the second quarter for Payson Seymour.
Good guards for Payson. They don't turn the ball over as much as many.
Howell fakes the 3. He'll put it on the deck now. Drive in, looking for a little help. Clears it back out front to Sparks. Just underway here in quarter number 2. Howell gets it back. 10 to shoot. Sparks wants a ball screen from Boone. Gets one there. Gets downhill. A little floater in the lane. Up no good. Rebound down to Blaine Sidwell for West Central. Quickly comes Sievers into the front court on the drive. Leaves it off to Sidwell. Looks down low. Good find to Ford. Ford up with it and in for 2. Nice job by Sidwell to find his teammate. Cut into the basket. Makes it 20-8. Still a lot of time left in this game, so no reason to press the panic button if you're West Central. Here's Schwartz on a drive. He gets underneath and takes a run into the end wall and the broom man, and a foul called on Brown.
I don't like those chairs sitting there too much. Brown picks up the foul, his 2nd, team foul number 1.
Inbounds pass comes to Howell. Looking for Schwartz on the wing. The Sparks between the circles on a fresh 35 seconds on the shot clock. Sparks to Howell. Thought about the 3. Now has it poked away and stolen away by Meyer. Turnover just the 2nd by Payson Seymour. Sievers into the front court for the Cougars. He'll drive the middle of the zone and is bumped and fouled.
That foul goes against Barker. That'll be his 2nd. So 2 guys with 2 fouls apiece. And going deeper into the bench is Payson Seymour. You see Landon Gooding into the game and Jordan Martin.
Gooding for the first time. He is a 5'8 sophomore. Sievers gets it to Sidwell. Brings it out to Ford. Now Sidwell top of the key. Hamilton and Brown both on the bench with 2 fouls for West Central. Barker and Deeker on the bench with 2 fouls apiece for Payson Seymour.
Ford had a tournament at Waverly.
He was an all-tournament selection here last year. He's a good player. Sievers with it, the C's part. He drives in, puts up a little one-hand runner. It's good. Cam Sievers with the bucket. His first 2 to cut it down to a 10-point game.
4-0 run for West Central. That's what they need. Some more of that.
Sparks into the front court for the Indians. Leaves it to Schwartz. On the left side, Gooding. Right back to Blake Schwartz. I think Tyler Dushinsky wants Gooding to be ready to catch and maybe fire it there. Just don't be looking for your first thought to be throw it back out. Now to Sparks. Just over 5 minutes to play in the period. Gooding. Looking for an opening. 5 seconds to shoot. Sparks on the drive. Has it poked away. It's loose, and it'll be a steal for West Central. Into the front court, Sievers. Long bounce pass. Finds Ford. His shot no good. But he's fouled and heads to the free throw line.
Good pass. Gooding picks up the foul. His first, team's 2nd. Put Ford at the free throw line. Clock stopped, trying to cut into that 10-point lead. 4:52 left in the half on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Riker Ford puts the first one up, and it's good.
McCartney Storage, a great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. You'll find them just outside of Pittsfield with affordable monthly rates. There's no reason to look anywhere else. Call McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
Ford makes them both. He's got 4.
And cuts it down to an 8-point lead for Payson Seymour.
6-0 run now.
Energy much better in this quarter for West Central, and Ryan Seasting really challenged them at the quarter break to wake up, he said. Schwartz into the front court. Long skip pass to Boone. Sparks. Schwartz catches, launches, 3, hits.
That's his shot.
He didn't really get a clean catch on that and still got it to go.
11 for him now.
Here's a deep three by Sidwell trying to answer, no good. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by Martin. It stays with West Central. Here's Hamilton back into the game for the Cougars. He replaced Severs for a quick blow.
Hamilton really just played a minute in that first quarter before he picked up those 2 fouls. So big minutes for him to come in and try to get into the flow of the game, but also he needs to try to avoid picking up that 3rd foul.
Yeah, you can't be silly. You can't get that foul right now.
Inbounds pass to Sidwell. Now Hamilton. They'll work it around the horn to Caden Meyer. Right side forward. 3 ball, no good. Good box out by the Indians, and Schwartz gets the board.
His first board.
To Sparks, who brings it into the front court. He'll get downhill. Kick it right side. Gooding. 3, no good. Ford grabs the rebound for West Central. Quick up the line, they get it to Hamilton. Hamilton on the drive, runs over a man, and an offensive foul is the call.
8th turnover, 3rd foul on Hamilton. Not a thing wrong with that call, I don't think. Do you?
We'll see it on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. I think it was a 50-50. He was definitely set for a long time, wasn't he?
Not a good idea when you got 2 fouls to pick up that 3rd that quickly.
Schwartz and Sparks work it over the front court. Sparks to Martin on the left side. 3:40 to play in the first half. Payson Seymour a 23-12 lead. On the wing with it is Gooding. Had the ball knocked free. Gets it back, though, on a good hustle play by his teammate Martin. To Boone on the right side with 8 seconds to shoot. Deep into the shot clock again as Sparks takes a glance up. Puts it behind the back with it, hands it to Schwartz. Heave of a 3, no good. Hit the rim, and another chance for Payson Seymour as Gooding has the board. Pushes it down to Boone, who might have been shut from behind, no call. Missed the shot, quick into the front court. Sidwell, and a foul will be called here.
Schwartz picked up the foul, his first, team 3rd shooting foul. Sidwell to the free throw line. It got physical on both ends that time, didn't it? Seaver coming back into the game.
Tyler Dushinsky said, hey, did you see the contact on the other end a moment ago? I saw it.
Sidwell looking for his first points. It's a 23-12 ball game, 3:10 left in the half. First one by Sidwell is good.
Severs returns for West Central. And the other way, we see Barker come back in. He's going to play with 2 fouls.
Boone goes down. It usually takes a lot of effort.
Trying to find a little bit of additional offense down there are the Indians, bringing Barker back out onto the floor.
Second one also good by Sidwell. He's got 2.
23-14 now. With just a little over 3 minutes to play in the first half. Barker the basketball, brings it across down the sideline to Sparks. Gooding now has picked it up. Schwartz. Ball knocked loose for a moment. Sparks runs it down. West Central, again, has really picked up the intensity defensively as Gooding gets a 3. It's no good. Rebound run down by Severs. He's full speed ahead into the front court. Lost the ball for a moment. Got it back. Got it knocked away again. Picking it up, putting it up as Howard rolls in and out. No good. And the rebound down to Schwartz.
Everything but going through.
Here's the ball now knocked loose and out of bounds. It'll be Payson Seymour basketball.
Got a lot of coaching on the floor on both sides here. They're way out there.
They're looking for a towel to help dry the ball off, and both coaches are giving the referee an earful right here on this sideline.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm trying to hold the lead, and I'm trying to catch back up after I got behind, so I got to find some other ways to do that. I'll get your kids to play. That's the best way to do it.
Sparks gets the basketball, and he'll bring it into the front court. For Payson Seymour. They've had the lead throughout this game, as now Meyer steps in the passing lane and gets a steal. Off to Severs. He'll trot it across for the Cougars. Dribble drive in, and Barker called for his 3rd.
Barker will pick up the foul. It'll be his 3rd, 4th team foul. Severs, you know, is going to make things happen. He's going to really push the issue.
Understandable frustration right there from Coach Dushinsky. You're going to let him do it on one end, you got to do it on both there. As Barker picks up a cheap foul, but Jackie talked about earlier with Hamilton for the Cougars, when you've got 2 fouls, you've got to be less aggressive out there. Can't afford to pick up a third foul in the first half.
Seaver's first is good.
That team's shooting the free throws well, though. Hey, give Damon Emmerich a call. Great Rivers Bank loan officer.
Who?
Auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. 217-285-4404. You running any specials or anything?
Have you ever heard me to run there, Charles?
23-15. Seavers tries to cut into that 8-point lead and does.
It was 20-6 after the first quarter, so
correct.
A pretty good start to the second here by West Central. Schwartz with a basketball to Sparks, just inside the half-court line. Back to Schwartz. Indians could really use a basket here to help curb the momentum from West Central. Gooding with it out top. He'll try the dribble drive in. Lost it. Might have traveled. No call. Rebound or loose ball pick up to Boone. They're going to count that basket, and he's fouled, I believe.
Boone's got another 2.
Count
Is that foul on Caden Myers?
Caden Meyer with the foul.
Second. Count the bucket. 25-16, and he can put it back to a 10-point game. Nicholas Boone playing very well here for the Seymour Indians. Up, too hard. Rebound loose. It went off West. Ooh.
Jordan Martin tried to get another possession for his team there.
Yeah, he's Richie's younger brother from years gone by, I think.
Richie was a hard worker.
You better believe it. Kind of kid you got to have.
Seavers with the basketball for the Cougars. 1:34 to play in the half. Ford deep in the corner left side, and he's fouled by Schwartz.
Schwartz will pick up his second. Fouls are building here. 5 team fouls, free throws to be shot, 4 to the free throw line. 8 of 9 is West Central, 8 of 8 is Payson. A little better free throw shooting than we've seen in a lot of the area. 25-16, 1:31 left in the half. Payson with the lead. First one by Ford is nothing but the net. 5 for him. He'll get another shot. Can make this a 7-point game with this free throw. Also good.
Made them both. 25-18 the score.
West Central's play out front's really slow pacing down.
There's a near steal run down by Gooding in the corner. It's rugged out there right now. We'll give it to Schwartz, now to Gooding. Sparks comes and gets it with Ford up on him, and they'll call that a foul.
2 hands on the man. That'll get you a foul every time. That's his second. Team fourth. You touch him with both hands, they're going to call foul on you. That's the way it is.
The Cougars have really sped up Payson Seymour here in this second quarter, and the Indians just haven't looked comfortable with the ball in their hands, and a lot of credit goes to this West Central squad for the defensive intensity they've showed. They've held Payson Seymour to 5 points in the first 7 minutes of the second quarter.
They're able to be physical.
I think some of that ball handling without Brody Deeker out there is kind of a calming force for this team. That makes a difference, too. Less than a minute to play in the half. Here's the ball through the hands of Gooding on a bullet pass from Martin. Out of bounds on a turnover on the Indians is their 5th. West Central will bring Caden Meyer back into the game. He'll inbound the ball right in front of his own bench. Clevenger with it. 50 seconds to play before halftime. Seavers brings it across the time strike. Over to Clevenger. Sidwell, right side to Ford. Ford on the baseline. Nice jump stop, gets to the rim, misses a runner though, and a rebound down to Boone. A rare miss on a shot like that for Riker Ford. 30 seconds to play in the half, and a timeout going to be called for Payson Seymour. 27.4 seconds to play. 25-18, Payson Seymour leads West Central on this Adams Fiber timeout.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. you can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Timeout taken by Payson Seymour. They're on top 25-18 here. But Tyler Dushinsky wants his team to execute in this final possession of the half. See if they can extend on this lead. Sparks will get it in the backcourt. Shot clock's turned off. Brings it across the logo. Dribbles toward the left wing. Nobody counting here. Ball nearly tied up. Parker gets it to Schwartz. Deep in the corner, Deeker. Down low to Boone, who rises, shoots, and scores. Good ball movement by the Indians. They find Boone. 2 seconds, 1, 4 to 3 at the buzzer. Good if it goes. It will not. And we head to halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where the West Central Cougars trail the Payson Seymour Indians at the break, 27-18.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. Hi, this is Scott Davis from Little Jess, and I've got some exciting news for you. Jeep just announced an unheard of 20% off our entire selection of new 24 Jeep Gladiator, Mojaves, and Rubicons. With 20% off, you can save over $12,000 on each of these adventurous models during the Start Something New sales event. The snow is coming, and what better reason to get the best four-wheel drive on the market and to save 20% in the process. Hurry in or log on to littlejess.com today because 20% won't last long. Little Jess served the Tri-States for 7 decades.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Hey! You like Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream? It's a pepper thing!
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 27-18 lead at the break for Payson Seymour on top of West Central, as the Seymour High Indians trying to pull the first upset of this 102nd Winchester Invitational Tournament, leading by 9 here at the halftime break.
Led by as much as 14, 20-6 at the end of the quarter, 27-18 at halftime. West Central's turned the ball over 8 times, Payson 5 times. Foul trouble on both sides. Nick Hamilton with 3 fouls, Riker Ford with 2 for West Central, 2 on Carson Brown, 2 on Caden Myers. That's a lot of fouls, 1 on Cameron Sievers. On the Payson Seymour side, 3 on Lane Barker, 2 on Brody Deeker, 1 on Landon Gooding, and 1 on Blake Swartz in the first half. 27-18, the lower seed Payson Seymour Indians with the lead. Will come back with individual shooting and scoring after this on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Halftime here at the Winchester Invitational Tournament, the 102nd annual. 27-18 the lead for Payson Seymour over West Central. West Central 8 of 19, 42%, 1 of 10 from the arc, 10%, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. That's been their savior. Led in scoring by Riker Ford with 6 points. Carson Brown has 4, as does Cameron Seaver. 2 for Zach Howard off the bench. 2 for Blaine Sidwell off the bench in the first half of play. For Payson Seymour, they're 9 of 20, 45%, 3 of 11 from the arc, 8. That is 27%, and 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 89%. Blake Swartz has 11 points in the first half, 4 for Lane Barker, 7 points for Nolan Sparks, and 6 points from Nicholas Boone, 5 rebounds to go with that. It's 27-18 at halftime. We'll take the break, come back with a second half play-by-play. Can Payson hold on for the upset, or will West Central make the comeback? We'll tell you more when we come back after this.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Kepi. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Just about ready to start third quarter action. Payson Seymour will have the basketball, leading 27-18 over West Central. Payson Seymour will start the half with Barker, Schwartz, Deeker, Sparks, and Boone. As West Central counters with Sievers, Ford, Hamilton, Meyer, and Brown. They'll get the ball down low to Boone. Boone, high glass, fade away, no good. Carson Brown the rebound, and Lane Barker the reach-in foul. Big one here.
Well, when you've already got three, you can't get that quick. But he does. His fourth. First team foul.
So he'll be on the bench for an extended period of time. That means West Central
well, Hamilton's
should be able to
playing
take
with three
a
on the other
little bit of an advantage,
yeah,
right?
You bet.
Sievers with it on the wing. Gets it into Brown. Brown on the drive. Floater up off the window. Gets it to go.
6 for him.
Makes it a 7-point game and a whistle and a timeout for Payson Seymour. 7:22 to play in the third. 27-20. Payson Seymour leads West Central on the Adams Fiber timeout. Back to live action here after the Payson Seymour timeout. Just underway in the third period, and West Central's pulled the game to within a 7-point contest. Sparks with the basketball, works in the corner to Deeker. Fakes now, puts it on the deck. Shovels it out to Martin for a three. It's off the back iron, no good. On the rebound, out of bounds off of West Central. Where is the coaching box these days? Is it all the way to the baseline?
It's not on the other end, I know that.
It's not baseline to baseline. Inbounds pass out front to Martin. Over to Sparks. He's open for a three. He'll set up and he'll knock it down.
He's got 10.
Makes it a 10-point game, and here's an offensive foul. Both referees had it.
Sievers picked up the foul. That's a turnover. First foul of the third quarter against West Central.
Pretty good job by Jordan Martin there on the defensive side.
Kids got to make plays when they get a chance, especially when you're behind.
Sparks with the basketball, guarded by Sievers. Looks off the screen to Deeker on the wing. Leaves it out between the circles now to Sparks off the Deeker screen. Ball bounces off of Sparks' foot. Keeps it alive to Deeker. Deeker on the drive. Runner up no good. Rebound Martin saves it in. He actually hits Riker Ford in the back. Holy cow. Shot clock should not have reset, right? Didn't never hit the rim. Missed shot anyway, and it'll go the way of West Central. Here's Sievers on a dribble drive. Coast to coast. Puts it in for two.
Knew what his team needed. He's got 6. Cameron Sievers recognized his team needed a bucket, and he just went and put it on his shoulders and got it done. He did that in the state tournament a couple times for him.
He's a big-time energy kid for this team. I mean, he's got talent, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's just energy, but it's a good combination of both. Here's Sparks open for another three. It's short this time, and Sievers grabs the board for the Cougars. Pushes it ahead for Ford. Ford on the dribble drive. Around the man, up and can't get it to go. Rebound down to Schwartz. Schwartz brings it toward the front court and is fouled by Ford.
Riker Ford's going to pick up his third foul, second foul of the quarter. Once you get that third one, that fourth one's just one frustration foul away.
Just one away, huh? Just one away.
Well, you get frustrated and you do silly things a lot of times. Don't you do that?
I never get frustrated, Jack.
You never foul because they wouldn't let us on the court.
It's true. Here's Deeker on a little how-do-you-do skip-the-loo. Misses the shot, and Brown tries to keep it alive, but his foot was on the end line.
Martin said, I wish he'd have done that before he bounced that ball off of me.
Out of bounds with a new shot clock here. Deeker on the drive. Jump ball. West Central basketball.
6 turnovers. 30-22, 5:17 left, third quarter. A lot of time left in the quarter.
Hamilton into the front court.
He's been quiet.
Well, hasn't been in the game much.
No.
About a minute and a half of game time. Here's Sievers, top of the key for a three, and it's good. Sievers has pulled the Cougars to within 5.
He's got 9.
As close as West Central's been in a long, long while in this game. Deeker to Schwartz. Sievers right up on him on the defensive side. To Boone in the corner. Over to Sparks. Look back door to Schwartz. Drives in, hangs in the air. Can't get it to go, but fouled by Hamilton, it looks like. It's either Hamilton or Sievers. The other way, it's a big foul call here.
Well, try... Who did he call it on?
Meyer.
Meyer's third team foul. I didn't pick either one of those guys. Schwartz to the free throw line. He is 5 for 5 from there, has 11 points. First one is good.
Roulette and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Stop by and see Rick and Tracy Real and the gang at Roulette and Twine, or call 285-5013.
Hamilton and Meyer going to stay in with 3 fouls apiece. Schwartz to the free throw line, trying to make it a 7-point game, and he does.
And we've seen some really good free throw shooting in this game by both teams.
Really.
Sievers in the backcourt has picked it up to Meyer, who brings it across, and he's breathed on by Deeker, who picks up the foul.
That'll be his third. This is a tight one. Woo. Deeker picked up 2 really early in the ball game.
Dalton Phillips is back in, the 6-foot senior, as Deeker takes a chair. Might be a survival of the fittest here. Who's left at the end? Here's Sievers on a nice back cut. He'll rise, shoot, and miss it off the side of the backboard. Rebound down to Jordan Martin. He's trying to corral it now and has a turnover in the front court. Here's Hamilton the other way. He'll kick to the wing, and Sidwell for a 3. It's off the mark. And the rebound down to Phillips for Payson Seymour. Schwartz to Phillips. Puts up a shot, but he traveled first.
8th turnover. 3 in the third quarter.
Someone growling?
Maybe.
Here's Clevenger back into the game. Sits down Sievers. Halfway through quarter number 3, a 32-25 lead for Payson Seymour. West Central's got the basketball in the backcourt. Meyer brings it up on the bounce. Works it to Sidwell on the right side. Brown over to Clevenger. Thought about the 3 now. Back out to Meyer. Meyer on the dribble drive. Shot up, no good. Offensive foul. He'll pick up his 4th.
4th foul on Caden Meyer. Turnover, the 10th. Into the ball game comes Zach Howard. Sitting down Martin. Back in the other way is Landon Goody for Payson.
3:33 to play in the third in a 32-25 contest. Payson the lead, they're the 10 seed. West Central the 2 seed. Schwartz with the basketball against Clevenger. Shoves off. That's an offensive foul.
Turnover number 9. Schwartz is going to pick up his second, team foul number 3. Good defense.
They have Schwartz with 3 on the board, Jeff.
I only have him with 2.
Just telling you what I'm saying. Hamilton's in the game
I understand.
with 3 for West Central. Brown with the basketball. And he's fouled by Gooding.
Gooding picked up his second, 4th team foul. Free throws to be shot after this with 3:07 left in the third quarter.
Inbounds in the corner. Hamilton for 3, no good. Rebound batted around. Howard and Boone fighting for it. A held ball here, and it should go the way of Payson Seymour. Jump ball. Payson Seymour basketball.
Missed shot, no rebound, right?
Right, no turnover. .254 to play in the third. Schwartz with the basketball off of the screen from Boone. Leaves it off to Gooding. He'll put it on the deck and drive in. Now needs some help. Back out to Schwartz. And there's an illegal screen by Phillips.
Phillips will pick up the foul, his first, 15 foul, player controlled, 10th turnover. Into the ball game comes Connor Howell. Wait a minute. They don't want
Phillips sits down.
Yeah. Boone said, well, I felt like I'd done something wrong.
7-point contest with 2:30 to play in the third. Brown to Ford on the left wing. Sievers directs some traffic.
Need somebody to join Sievers in the scoring column here in this quarter for them.
Sievers is wide open for a 3. No good, and the rebound down to Boone. Pretty good look there from Sievers. Just couldn't get it to go. And Payson Seymour brings it the other way. Sparks to Gooding, now to Schwartz. Schwartz been a little quiet for a while offensively. Now to Sparks. He has a poke free and stolen away. Sievers on the run out into the front court. Looking for the drive. Shot up off the window is good. Went over the top. Boone that time.
Got 11.
5-point game again. On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Fun contest. Sparks kicks on the wing to Howell when he travels.
Turnover number 12, 7 in the quarter. Versus 2 for West Central.
Little momentum headed back the Cougars' way now. Down by 5 with 1:25 to play in the third. This crowd waiting to erupt. And 10 seconds to call. There's 25 showing on the shot clock. Would have to be a 10-second call, right? Ten seconds. Yeah, it's 10 seconds. There's a 35, and now there's a 25. You don't even really have to count.
No.
It's right in front
really
of you.
Simple. Turnover number 11. That's pretty simple.
Who hired you? I think it's Grant DeWitt. I think he's the athletic director here. Here's a 3 by Schwartz. It's off the mark. Rebound batted around and run down by Ford for West Central. 1:05 to play in the third. Here's Sievers out to Ford. Around the horn it goes to Hamilton. Under a minute to play in the third. Top of the key, Riker Ford 3, and it's good.
9 for him.
Down to a 2-point game. 48 seconds to play in the third. Payson Seymour a big lead early on. It's nearly evaporated now. They need an answer. Schwartz travels.
13th turnover, 8 in the quarter.
Here comes Deeker back into the game for Payson Seymour. Howell will sit down. On the other side, Sidwell returns for West Central, replacing Hamilton. 35.7 seconds to play in the third, and now a 2-point contest.
West Central find a 3 here. This crowd would explode, would they not?
Sievers into the front court. Bounce pass to Sidwell near the half-court line. Now to Ford. Out to Sidwell. On the logo, it's Cam Sievers with 19 seconds to play in the third. There's about a 0.7 of a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here.
Well, it's about 0.2, I think. I'm looking at it.
Here's Severs, right side three for the lead, no good. Rebound loose as the buzzer sounds, and we head to the fourth quarter. Payson Seymour with the lead, 32-30 over West Central. Should be a fun fourth quarter. We hope you'll join us after this.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Ready to start quarter number 4. Payson Seymour 32, West Central 30. Payson Seymour's had a big lead in this game, but it's
14 was the biggest.
Nearly all gone now, Jack, as we ready to start the fourth.
Like the Indian cry for the Payson Seymour Indians.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice. Here's Ford with it on the wing. Had the ball knocked loose, out of bounds, and it'll stay with West Central here.
I like the way Boone's being aggressive out there, though. Just stay down and not jump up off his feet.
They're going to wipe up a little water now on the sideline.
Well, that's where they had that spill earlier, too. Oh, they see another. Oh, there's another. Oh, there's another spot.
Got to get your money's worth out of the broom guy.
You don't see any of them helping. They're all Cowboy fans over there, by the way.
Huh? I think Cowboys have a bye this week.
Yeah, they do.
Inbounds pass comes way out front to Cam Severs. He'll work it top of the key to Sidwell. Back to Severs. Right side Ford. In the post to Brown. Brown out of a double team. Dangerous pass. Run down by Severs with 11 seconds to shoot it here. Severs to Sidwell. Ford. Wide. Open three. It's good, but a foul first on Boone. He ran through the screener.
Boone will pick up the foul. It'll be his first team foul before the shot. Ball out of bounds.
Into the contest is Hamilton for West Central. He'll replace Sidwell.
It's one of those calls where you think the guy stepped out of bounds almost or something, didn't it?
I thought he ran through a screener. Here's Ford. Gets another good look from three. Misses it this time. Hamilton rebound. He'll kick it out right side Severs. Severs on the bounce with 7:20 left to Hamilton. Leaves it to Howard from the free throw line. Banks it home, and we're tied at 32. Knotted up to 32 points apiece.
First tie of the ball game, no lead changes.
Sparks with it for the Indians. Works it to Gooding on the wing. Out front to Sparks. Left side Deeker. He'll try the drive in against Hamilton, playing at those foul situation. Sparks with the basketball. Right side to Gooding. 10 seconds showing on the shot clock. He'll try a drive. Shot is up, no good, but he's fouled. And they'll say that was on the shot. He'll shoot two.
Foul's going to go against Ford. That'll be his fourth.
A bench warning on Payson Seymour on a foul called against West Central. They call that foul on 11, Jack.
Yeah, Ford.
It's Ford.
First free throw is good by Gooding, his first point of the game. 33-32. Yeah, Ford's got 4 fouls too. Really a weird bench warning. Second one. Bounces off the side.
1-point game, a chance for the Cougars to take their first lead of this affair, as Hamilton has it into the front court, and a blocking foul going to be called on Blake Schwartz.
That'll be Schwartz's third foul. They're going to say it's his fourth. I only had him for 3.
6:38 to play. Tyler Dashinsky wants a timeout, and we'll pause as well. 6 minutes, 38 seconds remaining. 33-32. Payson Seymour leads West Central. Back after this.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Timeout on the Adams Fiber, timeout taken by the Seymour High Indians. There's that extra buzzer again.
I said shut that off.
They're down to 2 timeouts left for the game, clinging to a 1-point lead. Severs, top of the key 3, no good. Rebound on the play down to Sparks for Payson Seymour. Gets it to Deeker on the run into the front court. They'll try the drive in. Pass down low, stolen away by Brown.
16th turnover.
Severs on the run the other way to Hamilton. Back to Severs for the 3. It's short again. Rebound. It's a battle for it on the court. And a held ball. It'll go the way of Payson Seymour.
14th turnover, I should say. 11 on West Central, but 9 in the half. Schwartz ties the shoe. Zach Howard's trying to help him up.
Schwartz really has 4 fouls. Are you surprised he's in the game right now with 6:08 to play?
Well, I'm surprised he has 4 fouls. I only had him for 3.
He had 2 in the first half.
Into the front court comes Sparks. They'll look to Boone on the little slip. Shot no good. Rebound Deeker. He's fouled. He'll be ball out of bounds.
Done on Howard?
Yes.
I believe so.
His first, team second.
Out of bounds to the Indians on the baseline. 5:54 left, up by 1. Inbounds to Deeker. Shot up no good. Rebound, it's a battle for it. Bodies all over the place. West Central's got a man advantage. Into the front court, Severs. Offensive foul as Gooding draws the charge.
His third, turnover number 12, team foul number 3.
Barker will check back into the game for Payson Seymour.
Cameron Severs had numbers that time, and he just was trying to do a little bit too much.
I don't know what the over-under was on charge calls in this game, but I believe the over has hit. But a few. Here's Sparks in the corner. Bounce pass down to Boone. Travels.
Good call. 15th turnover, 10 in the second half.
Still a 33-32 game with 5:35 to play. On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Brown into the front court, finds Clevenger. He'll try the pass down low to Howard. Howard's shot is up and good, and West Central has their first lead of the ball game.
He's got 6.
34-33. First lead change.
Zach Howard's really contributed in this game for his squad.
Down by as many as 14. Here's Sparks. Tries to get it to Boone. Man bounces off him and Clevenger and called for the foul.
Clevenger's foul, his first, team 4th. Free throws after this for Payson Seymour. 2 more against Payson to put free throws for West Central.
Sparks to inbound. Gets it into Barker. Ball stolen away now by Brown. Severs into the front court. Works it out top to Hamilton. To Clevenger back to Hamilton. West Central playing with a lead for the first time on the evening. Clevenger and Hamilton going to exchange spots on the floor. Sievers bounces high post to Clevenger. Right side three, and it's good. Clevenger with a big tray to make it 37-33 West Central. Payson Seymour get an answer. Sparks with it to Schwartz. Works it out top to Deeker. To Sparks, who looks to the bench for the play call. Looking for Schwartz on the wing. Step back three is off the mark. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be West Central. That'll be Payson Seymour basketball. With 10 seconds as nothing hit the rim there. So 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sparks with it. Screen, three, answer. 37-36 on another big shot for Sparks. We're halfway through quarter number 4, and it's a 1-point contest. Clevenger near the sideline. Hamilton works it down low to Brown, steps out of bounds. Good defense on the interior by Deeker that time.
13th turnover on West Central, 5 in the second half.
A chance to retake the lead if you're Payson Seymour on this trip. Barker with it on the right wing. Needs to dribble, now gets it out top to Schwartz. Out of a double team to Boone, back to Schwartz. On the deck against Sievers, in the corner to Deeker. Drives the baseline and a bump and a foul on Howard.
Howard picks up the foul, that'll be his second. 15 foul, free throws for Payson. That will put Brody Deeker to the free throw line.
Tell you what, there was a bench warning earlier for a lot less than that.
Looks like a bench warning. Brady Slagle about as fired up as you see him.
37-36 West Central, 3:27 left. Brody Deeker with 2 free throws to try to tie it and give his team back the lead. First one is up and good. We're tied for the second time on the night, 32-37. Deeker's first point of the evening.
Seems to be a highly emotional situation for some of the folks in the gym today.
Second one, Deeker, is also good. Lead change.
Indians on top, 38-37, 3:25 left. Clevenger travels.
Turnover.
He's kind of got a bad habit of that. He kind of takes a little step with it.
Yep.
Second time he's been called for it. He's going to sit down. Ford back in, Meyer back in, Howard sits down for the Cougars.
Couldn't ask for much more out of Zach Howard if you're West Central.
I mean, Clevenger gave him good minutes, too.
Yeah, they both did a good job. Lots of people on both teams have done that.
Low-scoring game, 3:15 to play. Remember, the shot clock was going to make everybody score a lot more points. Here's ball bouncing free. Schwartz runs it down.
Macomb Holiday Tournament finished in the 30s 2 years in a row, I think.
Well, you know, it gets more points. Better shooters. 3 minutes left. Here's Sparks on a drive. Floater up, no good. Rebound, Boone. Keeps it high, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Battle for it again. Nicholas Boone out top to Barker for a 3. Won't fall. Hamilton has the board for West Central. Into the front court Ford. Thought about the 3 now to Hamilton. Gets it over to Sievers on the right side of things. 2:37 to play. Cougars down by 1. Hamilton out top for the 3, no good. Rebound, run down by Sparks for Payson Seymour to Boone. He says, oh, what are we doing here? I'm not a big transition type of guy myself.
Here, you take this. I'd rather have a football in my hand.
He'll get it to Sparks. A year ago, though, Boone would have traveled right there. He's really got a lot of control of his body on the basketball court. Here's the ball knocked free and stolen away now. Sievers with a takeaway into the front court, knocked out of bounds by a hustling Nolan Sparks. It'll be out of the baseline here for West Central. 2:02 to play and a whistle and a timeout taken by West Central. We'll pause as well. 1-point contest. 2:02 to play. Don't you dare go anywhere.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
This timeout brought to you by Adams Network. Adams Fiber, the fastest internet of the round that doesn't buffer no matter what life throws at you. It's Adams Fiber. They're local and providing the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net. Timeout taken by West Central. They have 3 remaining. Payson Seymour with 2 timeouts left. 2:02 to play. Cougars down by 1, but have the ball into their own hoop on the baseline. Bounce pass out front. Ford, left side Hamilton. Guarded by Martin. Spins free, kind of gets caught in the air, puts up a shot and gets it to go.
He's got 11.
Some might call it luck. I like to call it luck, I guess. So what? It worked. 39-38 Cougars back on top.
Third lead change.
Schwartz against Sievers. Get it to Deeker. Out to Sparks. Kicks to the wing. Martin turned down the shot there. 18 seconds to shoot. Here's Deeker on a drive. High glass, no good. Boone kept it alive, but Sievers grabs the board. Here come the Cougars into the front court. Sievers fouled by Martin.
Martin picked up his first 4th team foul. Ball out of bounds, West Central. Cameron Sievers, along with 11 points, has got 5 boards. Martin sits down.
Ball out of bounds on the baseline here for the Cougars. They have a 1-point lead. Hamilton dribbles out way close to the half-court line. Now Sievers. With the shot clock, going to be forced to shoot it again, though. That is one thing about close end-of-game situations like this. It does affect some things. Sievers will have it with 10 to shoot. Gets it back. Works off the screen. Right side, Ford. To Brown. 4 seconds. Floater up. 10-footer, no good. Rebound. Brown rips it away and is. We're going to get a timeout called by Ryan Seasting. We'll pause as well. 44.8 seconds remaining. West Central on top, 39-38. 44.8 seconds remaining following the Adams Network timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for both squads. If there's a tie-up, the possession arrow right now favors West Central. They have a 1-point lead and the basketball underneath their own hoop.
Carson Brown with 4 offensive boards. He just got another one just then.
The Cougars have trailed by as many as 14 in this contest. Here's a wide open look for Caden Meyer, and he'll put it up and in. About as easy as they'll come here.
First 2 points of the night for him.
3-point game with 35 seconds left. Schwartz with it. He's been quiet in the second half. To Deeker. Looking for an opening. They'll get it to Martin out front. Now Sparks. Sparks has hit some big shots on the day. Gives it to Schwartz for a 3. Yes! A 3 by Schwartz has tied it up at 41. And with 15.2 seconds left, a timeout taken by the West Central Cougars. Wow, what a fun game this one's been. The 10 seed Payson Seymour Indians, the 2-seeded West Central Cougars. And it's going to come down to the wire here at Winchester. Man, Schwartz with ice water in his veins. ties it up at 41.
That was a sweet play by Myers coming out of the timeout, too. Myers.
Payson Seymour with just 3 team fouls here right now. So you might see them let West Central try to get the ball closer to half court and then foul just to use a little bit of time. But then the big key right there is they can't foul again from there. Barker and Swartz both with 4 fouls for the Indians. Barker's going to be on the bench right now for Payson Seymour, as the Cougars will have the basketball length of the floor to go.
We haven't seen an upset. We haven't seen an overtime. Will we see either here? With 15.2 seconds to play. Knotted at 41 points apiece on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Sievers with it in the backcourt. 1-2-2 pressure for Payson Seymour. To Hamilton with 10. Back to Sievers. Works it across to Brown. Into Ford. Puts up a runner. It's no good. Rebound Meyer. Kicks it out right side. Hamilton for the win. Yes! Yes! Hamilton knocks it down. Did we get a timeout, or has time expired? The referees are going to get together and say, that's the ball game. It must be nice to have Hamilton on your side as he hits the dagger, and the winner at Winchester, 44-41 for the West Central Cougars. Fighting back from as many as 14 down. Meyer the big rebound, Hamilton the 3 for the win. And the Cougars survive and advance. We're back on the Logan Ag postgame show next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
In the waning moments of this contest, Nick Hamilton calls game as he hits a 3. The time ran out, the buzzer had sounded, and a 44-41 win for the West Central Cougars to move to 13-4 on the season. Payson Seymour drops to 7-9. Payson Seymour had a 14-point lead in the ball game, but West Central got to give their kids credit. A lot of guts to fight back in this one. And on the Logan Ag post-game show, Jack's got to look at some of your final stats.
Well, as we take a look at the night, a lot of people came out of nowhere to help out. West Central was 17-42, 40.4%, 5 of 24, 20.8% from the arc, 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 91%. Cameron Sievers had 11 points to leave all scores for his team, 3 for Carson Clevenger, 5 points for Nick Hamilton. That 3 was his second bucket of the night, 9 for Riker Ford. Zach Howard off the bench was 6 for Carson Brown. He also added 5 offensive rebounds. Blaine Sidwell had 2 free throws on the night, and Myers had a 2-pointer, that layup late in the fourth quarter. Payson Seymour, 12 of 36, 33%, 6 of 19, 31.5%, 13 of 15 from the free throw line, 87%. Blake Swartz was 16, 11 in the first half, 13 for Nolan Sparks on the evening. Lane Barker was held to just 3 points on the night. Landon Gooding with a single point, 2 for Brody Deeker, 6 for Nicholas Boone to go with 7 boards on the evening. 44-41, last second shot. West Central gets the win.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is the proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. And, hey, you hit a game winner and score 5 points down the stretch to help your team come back from as many as 14 down. You'll be the player of the game, and that's what Nick Hamilton is in this contest, as West Central wins the ball game by a final of 44-41. Fun contest here. We hope you'll join us in just a few moments here on Central Illinois Sports as we'll have Brown County and Pleasant Hill from the 102nd Winchester Invitation.